Civil defense volunteers look for survivors, but instead they are pulling out the dead from the rubble of what was once homes. Children, women, men. Dozens of them have been killed in airstrikes that are leveling residential buildings. This man just lost his son. God bless you, he says, clearly still in a state of shock. It's day 3 of an intensified military campaign. Multiple areas in the rebel-held Damascus suburb of Eastern Ghouta are coming under fire. People there say Russian and Syrian government aircraft have been carrying out one strike after another.
People here believe Russia is taking revenge after its plane was shot down by the rebels and its pilot was killed. It is intense bombardment. At least 800 people are wounded, some of them very seriously, and they can't be treated here.
There is a lack of medical supplies and doctors. Eastern Ghouta has been besieged by pro-government forces for years. It is both home and a trap for some 400,000 people. Doctors have put up makeshift health centers, but they too are being hit.
The centre is now out of service. It was hit by the planes. It was the only medical centre in this town, and it served 15,000 people.
The United Nations is calling for the fighting throughout Syria to stop for a month to allow aid deliveries and evacuations of the sick and wounded. At least 500 are in Ghouta. The enclave just outside the capital has been heavily bombarded since mid-December, but the past few days have been the worst. Many believe pro-government forces are pushing for a decisive outcome.
They want, since the Syrian army is not fighting everywhere, it's ready now to fight in 2 fronts, in the north and the eastern of Ghouta.
The northwestern province of Idlib, which is also under the control of the opposition, has been hit by dozens of strikes in recent days. There, too, residential neighborhoods and hospitals are being targeted. Pro-Syrian government forces have taken ground in the southern edges of Idlib in recent weeks. Recapturing the whole province will not be easy, but many believe the immediate goals involve securing the north to south highway and lifting the siege on 2 loyalist towns. Pro-government forces have been struggling to bring Eastern Ghouta under their control for years. And now that Russia appears to be honing in on rebel areas, Syria is once again in the midst of a major escalation, especially with no progress on the diplomatic side. This will only bring more suffering. Sana Khudr, Al Jazeera, Beirut.